Hi guys, long time no see. So we're gonna quickly go through the steps for diagramming, okay? If you follow these steps, you will figure out how to diagram all of the time. So the first 4 steps, that's what's on the board right now, is your starting point. We will additionally, I'll erase the board and I'll add step 5 and step 6, but we're gonna focus on the big 4 steps first off. Okay, so I'm gonna do, all of this is in your notes. We've covered this before, but I'm just gonna go quickly through it again. So, steps to diagramming. Okay, again, you can diagram any sentence as complicated as it can be if you follow these steps. The first step is find your subject, okay? The symbol for the subject is an underline. So, if we move over here to this sentence, the doctor prescribed the medicine. What is the subject of the sentence? Who is doing the verb? The answer is doctor. Second step, find your verb. Okay, so what is the action happening in my sentence? The doctor prescribed the medicine. What is the doctor doing? He prescribed. Okay, that's my verb. So that's step 2. However, step 2 has 2 different paths. If it is a be verb, then you're looking for a subject complement. If it's not a be verb, then you're going to be looking for a direct object. So what we have to determine is whether or not the verb is a be verb or not. There's a list of be verbs in your notes, okay? They are am, is, was, were, are, okay? So, is prescribed a be verb? The answer is no, so I'm looking for a do. So, my direct object here is medicine. Prescribed what? Medicine. The leftover words are adjectives. What is the describing? Doctor. What is this the describing? Medicine. Okay, so we're going to do this one more time. This time there is a be verb. Okay, so this sentence right here. The little girl was tired. First step, find your subject. My subject is girl. Not little girl. Little is my adjective. The and little describe girl. So, forgot to note over here, for verbs you double underline. So what is my verb here? Was. Ask yourself, is it a be verb? The answer is yes, it is a be verb. Therefore, if it's a be verb, you look for a subject complement. What is renaming the little girl? She is tired. This is my subject complement. Okay, so I always put the word be in here to remind myself to look for subject complements, and that's left over. Now let's diagram. That was symbolizing. So, for the doctor prescribed the medicine, I always start with a flat line. My subject is first, doctor. My verb is prescribed, full line to separate my subject from my verb. Okay, what follows is my direct object. What's my direct object? I symbolize, and it's medicine. So I do a half line here, and I put medicine. Just for sake, I'm going to shorthand it. And then I need to put these under, the and the for doctor. So they go on slanted lines. The. You are done with that sentence. Moving on to this following sentence. The little girl was tired. Okay, full line. Same thing, always your subject. Girl. Verb, full line. My verb is was. However, I noted to myself this is a be verb. Therefore, I have a subject complement coming. Therefore, my line needs to be slanted to my subject. Boom. Sideways. Remember the way we remember that? An arrow pointing back to my subject. And it's tired. Do I have any adjectives in this sentence? Yes. The and little go under girl. Those are the first 4 steps of diagramming. Now we're going to add indirect objects and objects with prepositions. So I'm going to erase the board, I'm going to shut my camera off, and then we'll get rolling again. Alright guys, now we're doing steps 5 and 6 of diagramming. This is how you locate your indirect object and your object of your preposition. So if you follow those first 4 steps, you will easily find your subject, your verb, your direct object. These will find your IOs and your DOs, or your IOs and your OPs, excuse me. So, looking at this, if there is a DO, you always ask the question, to whom, for whom, okay? This is super important. So if I say, I bought my mom a car, my verb is bought what? Car. There's my DO. To whom, for whom. Mom is my IO. Okay, the answer to the to whom, for whom is your indirect object. So let's go through all the steps real quick. over here. The doctor prescribed my mother medicine for her cold. Subject, going back to step 1, doctor. Verb, what did the doctor do? Prescribed. Prescribed what? That's to find my DO. What did she prescribe? Prescribe my mother? No, she prescribed medicine. Now I found my DO. After this, I follow my step here. To whom, for whom is the medicine for? The medicine is for my mother. You put a box around your IOs. This. Okay, box around indirect objects. After I've found this, I have leftover words. So I'm going to look and say, okay, which one of these are adjectives? Is the an adjective? Yes. Is my an adjective? Yes. I have some more leftover words. So look at step 6. Look at leftover words. Are any prepositions? The most common prepositions are on, to, for, from, with, by. They're in our notes. We took notes on this. So, do I see any prepositions in here? For her cold? Yes. And I'm going to diamond it. What that means is I just throw a diamond around it. Okay? And I treat that as a stop sign. Stop. I have a preposition. Therefore, I need to find an OP. The way you find an OP is you look directly right for your first noun. That is your OP, your object of your preposition. So, if I'm looking right for my stop sign, the first noun, is her a noun? No. Is cold a noun? It's a person, place, thing? Yes. I put a bracket underneath and I put OP. Her describes cold. Now I'm going to diagram this. Okay. Diagram the same way. Subject, verb, DO. Here we go. Subject is doctor. Verb is prescribed. DO is medicine. I'm just going to put med. Okay, so we've done this before, the exact sentence. Now we're adding things onto it.